Hello students, today we are going to start with the grammar portion. First I am going to do the first chapter sentences and their types. A sentence is a group of words that stands alone to express a complete thought. It always begins with a capital letter. It ends with a full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark. When we communicate with each other, we express our thoughts and ideas through words which together make complete sense. You must have seen the small kid who has just learned to speak. He never say anything completely, and that is why we say he or she can't speak in a sentence. He and she only they express their words. They express through saying by breaking the sentences, something like food. That means they want to have food, they are hungry. So a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. It contains a verb and a subject. So read the following group of words. Rains it in heavily season the rainy. This is not a sentence. We can't understand what the person wants to say. These words do not make sense. We have to rearrange these words properly so as to make sense. Now read the same group of words in another order. It rains heavily in the rainy season. Now these words make complete sense. When words are placed in their proper order, they form a sentence. A group of words arranged in such a way so as to give a proper meaning is called a sentence. There are three important things to be noted about a sentence. It is a group of words arranged in a particular order so as to make complete sense. The first word of the sentence must begin with a capital letter. Students, always remember this thing. The first word of the sentence must begin with a capital letter. The second must end with a proper punctuation mark, full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. So the first rule is the first word of the sentence must begin with the capital letter. The second rule is a sentence ends in a full stop, question mark or an exclamation mark. If a sentence says something, it ends with a full stop. And if a sentence asks a question, it ends with a question mark. If a sentence says something, example is Nidhi bought a new dress. Okay, and if a sentence asks a question, then the example will be where do you live? Can you speak German? The following groups of words are sentences because they follow the rules stated above. Kangaroos are native to Australia. The plane landed on time. Rumors spread apace. Where were you last Sunday? The Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders. How tall the Statue of Unity? Now, types of sentences. A sentence may make a statement. It may take the form of a question and exclamation, or it may express a command, request, wish or prayer. There are 5 kinds of sentences. Assertive sentences. You can also call it statement sentence or declarative sentence. An assertive sentence declares or states something. It may be classified into 2 types: affirmative sentence. A statement or assertive sentence ends with a full stop. Okay. It may be classified into 2 types, that is affirmative sentence. A positive statement is called an affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence. A positive statement is called an affirmative sentence. Example is, the fox looked at the piece of cheese. This is affirmative sentence. I always speak the truth. This is affirmative sentence. It is showing the positiveness of the person. I always speak the truth. Negative sentence. An assertive sentence that denies something is called a negative sentence. Example, the fox did not like it. Good children never disobey their parents. This is negative sentence. Now interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence asks a question. It ends with a question mark. It is of two types: yes or no question and WH questions. Yes or no questions begin with auxiliary or modal verbs. It means that this kind of question can be answered in yes or no. Such a question begins with an auxiliary verb. Example is, do you like tea? Yes. Are you a teacher? Yes. Is Deepika your friend? No. So what are our auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have and had. Modal verb, can, could, will, would, shall, should, may or so on. The answers to yes or no questions are either in yes or no. For example, are they soldiers? Yes. Has she helped you? Yes. Can you speak English? Yes. Would you like to have tea? No. WH questions begin with WH words like why, who, which, how, whom, where and when. Example, why are you late today? How are you? Which is the smallest bird? Who is the president of India? When did India get independence? When do you want to meet? These questions cannot be answered in yes or no. Some statement has to be made to answer them. Imperative sentence. An imperative sentence expresses a command, order, a request or a piece of advice. These type of sentences end with a full stop. Example is, keep off the grass, command. Shut the door, command. Pass me the sugar please, request. Please be seated, request. Do your homework regularly, advice. Don't board a moving bus, advice. The subject you is implied in an imperative sentence. Exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence expresses some sudden strong feelings of joy, sorrow, wonder, surprise or excitement. These type of sentences expresses a strong or sudden feeling. An exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. Example, what a lovely picture this is. How beautiful the flower is. Hooray, we have won the trophy. This expresses the joy. Oh, he is no more. Sorrow. How beautiful the rose is. Wonder. What a noisy class it is. Surprised. Optative sentence. An optative sentence expresses a wish, hope, prayer, or a curse. Such sentences generally start with may and wish. These type of sentences deals with the mood and how to express it. They expresses keen, wish, a prayer, curse, etc. We may also find these sentences beginning with let sometimes. They can end with both full stop and an exclamation mark. Some examples are may you live long, prayer, may the best team win, hope, wish that I were a millionaire, wish. So I will give you some examples of the sentences which begin with let. Let the world be filled with amazing love and compassion. Let there be peace among all the countries of the world. Students, I have solved the exercises for you. Go through it.